Hello. Welcome back to the show that can't stop yawning for some damn reason. It's we, the Revolution. Alright, Old Tonville told us today that we only have quick cases, so we'll get started on them. Just your semi-regular warning that this game does deal with mature topics such as violence and discrimination and adult situations, as well as completely butchering the French language. So if any of these things offend you, you've been warned. But let's start with this name, which I'm not even going to pronounce, just to avoid at least one embarrassment. I'm sure there'll be many to follow, but we'll just skip this one. Yvonne, a married banker, was caught in bed with his younger lover by the latter's father. Okay, caught by dad. He ran away, jumping through a window onto a roof of a neighboring house and breaking a few tiles. The hole he made is big that the rain destroyed several items stored in the attic. Look, just pay recompense, honestly. The director of one of the departments of the Ministry of Internal Affairs has appointed his younger brother as the head of the Secretariat. Furthermore, Frederic regularly pays him a bonus for his professional success. Interestingly, the other officials claim they have never seen the younger Bissett. Think something weird's going on there. Mathis, a drunk, tried to bribe an officer of the guard with 8 francs. The son of Count Bohie was found wandering around Paris late at night, waking people up by banging on their doors and singing loud songs. Not a punishable offense. I didn't even get any credits from the aristocrats there. Come on. Jean-Baptiste Lesevre was robbed by Severin Saunier. The accused brought to him a prostitute who was working for Saunier. When the owner of the apartment was busy with the girl, Saunier came back, broke the lock, and stole several hundred francs in cash. Get wrecked. Paulette allegedly stole the laundry of her neighbor, Adrienne. The clothes were drying in the yard. The apartment of the accused was searched, and investigators found bedsheets that were immediately recognized by Escoffier. Yet, Pernet would not confess. That's not worthy of the guillotine. Pierre-Antoine Chiquet paid the manager of a municipal graveyard, Abel Cochette, for permission to dig up a randomly chosen corpse to take to his studio. Apparently, Chiquet needed the body to pose for a painting. Yeah, no, we're not going to stand for that. Okay. Easy day at court. Maybe we'll get to play some dice. Thank you, Tonville. Always nice working with you. While I'm setting you up to take the fall. I'll keep that part to myself, though. Uh-oh.
Do you want to keep being hungry? Do you wish to continue witnessing the bribery among those who rule us?
We're getting them stirred up.
No!
No, indeed not.
We must get to Robespierre!
Oh man, we're going publicly now?
Tonville will save us! Tonville! We want bread!
We're going to keep this in the bank. Attached, I think we use manipulative. No opinion, I think we use aggression. And so we don't know what this is, let's just pick this. Perfect, perfect, and then we'll have to pick something else.
The committee became entangled in bribery and treason. Who else can cut the Gordian knot, if not the guardian of the law?
Well, they're really not that happy.
All the criminals and traitors within the committee will tremble out of fear for Prosecutor Tonville. Nothing can be hidden from us.
I think I really need to get this one right. Let's try carelessness, just on a whim.
The situation cannot get any worse. Maybe Tonville will be our savior.
I think that was... Oh, that was good enough. Is that enough to... Doubtful? Okay. It looks like we squeaked by that one. Oh, Robby's not happy. Oh, he's really not happy.
It is high time I pay attention to that judge of yours.
Nope. Nope, not time at all. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to play dice. I want to try to get these two up because I have some chance there. All right, let's just do a fundraising for the orphanage that'll make everybody at least a little happy. Didn't get him out of the red yet. Okay, we're making... Things are getting a little bit better around the house. Oh, man. How's he got so many damn agents? I guess I can't move him now, right? Okay. We'll do the, when's the inspection? It should have been by now, I thought. We'll do the intrigue first, and if we got influence left, we'll spend some time with the family. Am I failing all these? How am I failing all these? Francois Chauvat and Claude Bassier, loyal friends of Danton, were arrested today at Robespierre's request. We apparently succeeded at provoking Robespierre to fire warning shots. I doubt that Chauvat and Bassier will be taken to court quickly, as it is far more probable they were kept in prison to soften Danton. We must make another move fast. Tell Robespierre that he is going too far. That should frighten him. In the dead of night, Clovis and a group of muscadins will arrange the flight of the two prisoners. I don't know if I'm going to break them out. Deal with the evidence against them. As a judge, I like that. I know the importance of having a solid string of evidence that is always carefully considered. So if the evidence disappears, the case disappears. Yeah. Easy. All right, let's spend time with your family. And man, that was a quick day. Assuming it's over. Oh, yep, sometimes they throw surprises at you there at the end. Why do we only have 2 influence points? Fencing. Okay, we're back with the fencing school. You took a moment to write a letter about bribery, the needs of Paris and its citizens, the danger of an imminent war, and the absolute monstrous corruption of officials. You promised to go after these criminals who preclude people like Horace Levaille from working for the glory of the Republic. Your message must have been clear enough, as the officials did not even ask for a payment for their efforts. Okay, good enough. Where does that leave us? We're getting pretty low on the aristocrat front. They want him acquitted. Maybe we'll look to see if that happens. Do we have any quick cases? We don't. What does an acquittal look like here? Not bad. What does the death penalty look like here? Risk of death. Okay. Let's get the introduction out of the way. Please introduce yourself. Captain Gaston de Touche, Cannon Company, 39th Demi Brigade. I remind the accused that he faces the court as an ordinary citizen, stripped of all his privileges, resulting from his rank and suspended as a soldier pending the conclusion of his trial. If I may, I was not awarded my rank by the court, so the court will not tell me if I am an officer or not. Buddy, I'm warning you. You are answering for insubordination and conduct not befitting of an officer. Contain yourself. Thank you, Tonville. You are accused of using your position to obstruct the executions of counter-revolutionaries. Do you plead guilty? No? It is shit produced by the os that is citizen d'Autre. They should behead you for that filthy mouth. It is you who should be beheaded, you cowardly sluggards. You shout here, but I did not see you on the Prussian front. Okay. We are dealing with treason and counter-revolutionary actions, not tolerated by this court, either one. Gaston de Touche, Viscount de Posse, 37-year-old captain of the artillery. Unlike other officers from the aristocracy even. Holy shit. Look, it's Thursday afternoon. I already had 4 long days at work. I'm kind of surprised I'm not in a mental institution, to be honest with you, but we're just going to press on. He did not flee France once the revolution began and instead continued with his military career. He became famous after the Battle of Valmy, which halted the advance of the Prussian and Austrian armies. He is currently commanding the Cannon Company of the 39th Demi Brigade, which is stationed in the vicinity of Paris. He is generally considered to be an experienced officer, although his past alcoholism casts a shadow upon his reputation. Is there two? Oh yeah, experienced officer and alcoholism. As an officer, he has been tasked with transforming the company's cannon to the site of the mass execution of counter-revolutionaries. The Vichy prison warden, Alphonse d'Autre, has accused him of intentionally losing the cannon during the march and sabotaging the verdicts of the Revolutionary Tribunal. Wait a minute. Are they going to use cannons to mass execute people? Is that what I'm reading here? Against protocol, the Touche issued an order to transport the cannon crew on the company's vehicles, separate from the cannon, which were transported later with the food supply. This resulted in the cannon being found in the vicinity of Warburg, far from Porchons, where the condemned were scheduled to be shot. With a cannon? When the cannon crew finally arrived, Captain de Touche was drunk. The soldiers testified that de Touche changed the route of the transport with Sergeant Foote after the marching had already started. D'Autre claims that de Touche arranged the operation because of a certain Quintel Laval, his comrade-in-arms who was among the condemned. De Touche and Laval fought together in the Army of the North during the Battle of Valmy. De Laval carried the Viscount on his back in the middle of Prussian artillery fire. At first, de Touche was supposed to face court-martial, but given the counter-revolutionary charges against his character, it was decided he should instead answer to the Revolutionary Tribunal. Man, these stories are getting complicated. Okay. I guess we got to put together a group of questions here. Notice we no longer have accusation. Like, we haven't had accusation as a choice for a while. It's like that part's gone. He's like guilty or innocent. We don't have to prove the accusations, you know? Alcohol issues would be personality. Right, that one's pretty easy. We can peg that one quick. Comrade in arms is a motive. Experienced officer is personality. Oh man, we're rocking and rolling here. 4 more questions that mean one of these is going to be used twice. Cannon transport is the method. Although a witness says he changed this en route. So let's try witness. Oh man. When you've been a judge as long as I have been, at least like a month now, this stuff just comes easy. Sabotaging the verdict of the tribunal is the motive. And changing the route of the transport was the method by which he did this. Oh, did I get a bonus for that? I should get a damn bonus. Alright. Did the defendant confess his crimes? I don't know. Was that counter-revolutionary? Yes. How did Destouches explain his decision to separate the crew from the cannons? We'll find out. Who was supposed to be executed? Counter-revolutionaries. How did the soldier describe the scheduled execution? He's probably going to say a stain on the uniform. Or he might say a waste of gunpowder. We'll hold off on that. Okay. Do we know what we're aiming for here? I think we're aiming for an acquittal. I like to have a little buffer here, just because you never know what's going to happen. So if this dips down and I get everybody angry, it's probably better just to do this. Okay. Where do we want to start? Did the accused intentionally direct the cannon to Valbourg to obstruct the execution of Quentin de Laval? I did not know that Colonel Laval was among the condemned. So it was just stupidity. I would rather say it was a mistake. True, people make mistakes. And more mistakes like that can cost our soldiers their lives. I admit that as an officer I'm guilty, but I did not have ill intentions. You should herd horses, not lead soldiers. Oh, the jury's already out for blood. Why did you not follow protocol and order the crew to march with their cannons? According to Colonel Fabon's order, the company was to arrive at Pourcherons within a day. That was impossible. We would not have made it in time if we had marched from the training grounds following protocol. Colonel Fabron made no mention of disregarding the standard marching procedure in his orders. There was, however, a strong indication that the tribunal's verdict could not wait and that I should hurry. The order was clear and the circumstances were extraordinary, so I did all I could to carry it out. Separating the crew from the cannon was supposed to hasten the march. What would, Tonville? Moving a cannon is not easy work. I would be interested to hear your explanation. The crew would not have been able to carry out the execution without the cannon. The crew would have been able to, yeah. I remember a very different plan. I wanted to follow my orders as closely as possible. Call a witness. Please introduce yourself. Sergeant Olivier Fault, 2nd Section of the 39th Demi Brigade, 1st Artillery Company. Witness, wherever you're supposed to lead the cannon transport. The captain said we should all be in Pourcherons at 9 a.m. or we'd be guillotined. Comrades of the witness testified that at some point the accused changed the destination of the transport, sending it to Valbourg instead of Pourcherons. The captain joined us during a break, took me to one side and said that we had the wrong orders and should head to Valbourg. He stank like a brewery. And still you believed him. The officers are constantly drunk, but we have to listen to them anyway. Does the accused often abuse alcohol? To be honest, I haven't seen him drunk in a while. I know that when he gives in, he really can't hold his liquor, though. Could have he had a reason to drink that day? No idea. Maybe he felt bad about Laval. Did he talk about that? Certainly not to a common soldier like me. Interesting. Very interesting. We didn't get any answers to this yet. So no, he's not going to confess the crime. It was due to his order. It wasn't really due to his order. was kind of... Yeah, it was due to his order. Alright, see if we can find out about this cannon now. Let's try this one. What would you do to help a comrade in arms whose life is in danger? Whatever I could. So the accused would not hesitate to sabotage the execution of Quentin de Laval, to whom he owes his life. Sabotaging Lieutenant Laval's execution would merely postpone it, not change the decision of the tribunal. But it would clear your conscience, as you would not participate in his death. I believe that is a good excuse for losing the cannon. In my opinion, we are dealing with a plot. He wanted to free de Laval. Imputation and speculation. Where is your evidence? If we dismiss all the absurd possibilities, only a counter-revolutionary plot remains. Give me the name of your collaborators. I have no idea what you're talking about. Monarchist fatheads have nothing better to do than plot. Man, I don't think I can get this guy off the hook. I find it surprising that an experienced officer would not foresee provisions and cannons being unable to keep up with lighter vehicles. I did not expect that Sergeant Fault would get lost in well-known train and lead the transport to Valbug instead of Pochons. I believe the accused did what he could to lose the cannons so they would not arrive at the site ahead of the execution. Why would I do that? D'Audrey could easily ask for another company of 6-pounders. It would not help anyone, especially the condemned. Wait a minute. Who is ordering the execution of prisoners with a whole battery of 6-pound cannons? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Did the French execute people with cannons during the... I'm going to Google this because I am flummoxed. Hold on one second. I'm going to pause the recording and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully I can figure out OBS enough to make this work. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So check this out. I've never heard of this in my life. Blowing from a gun. The prisoner is generally tied to a gun with the upper part of the small of the back resting against the muzzle. When the gun is fired, his head is seen to go straight up into the air some 40 or 50 feet. The arms fly off left and right, high up in the air, and fall at perhaps a 100-yard distance. The legs drop to the ground beneath the muzzle of the gun. The body is literally blown away together. Are you kidding me? So the article doesn't mention the French Revolution at all. It was mainly done by, it seems like the British and the Mughals. The Mughals. That is not a happy thought. Let me pull the game back up here. There's a reason I don't like people. I mean, there's lots of reasons I don't like people. That's just another one to add to the list. Who would even... Never mind. Did you intend to free the condemned? Nonsense. Make him spit out his collaborators. Man, I don't think I can save you, buddy. How did the soldiers describe this scheduled execution? We haven't had that one yet. It's got to be here somewhere. It's probably not going to be... let's try this one. It could be under here. Why I decided to get drunk. You decided to drink precisely when carrying out the orders. It was a moment of personal weakness. That is the only thing I can admit to. I do not remember giving such an order. Who said that? Your subordinates. The court believes that you wanted to use your intoxication as an alibi after redirecting the transport of the cannon. Or perhaps he needed to drown his fears of the infallible hand of justice. You arses know nothing about justice. Cease your impudence or we will teach you about discipline. Were you drinking to cover up your true intentions? That is just unjust misrepresentation of the facts. We have no use for such a defender. At least he fought against the Prussians. We might as well just finish this out. Why did the artillerymen march before the cannon? Because they were ready to leave earlier. The gunners had to prepare the carriages and take the case shot from the arsenal in order to realize the Ultra's dream of becoming the second Fauché. We do not like the execution order. The army is supposed to fight, not torture defenseless peoples. Those defenseless people pose a threat to France. They deserve to be shot. I was given an order and tried to carry it out. You asked me about my opinion, so I gave it to you. Okay, well, we got this. Let's go ahead and put our Jean Fidele here, please. Thank you. And in this case, we're going to have to deal with the wrath of the aristocrats. Oops, wrong one. Because this guy is just... He's going to be guilty. I sentence Gaston de Touche to be guillotined. Lead the condemned out. Fortunately, you were able to weed out the Touche before he failed our army on the battlefield. Well done. You're killing a defender of France. Bravo. And this is bad. But sometimes you just got to do what's right. We're going to skip the speech. I will not accept the verdict. I will accept the verdict with dignity. But do not let it ease your conscience. Dude, I don't have a conscience. I'm trying to take out Robespierre. We're going gambling. We're going gambling, man. We're gonna hang out the shingle. I don't know what that means. Who's this? Oh, we got Tonville again. I deserve a rematch, do I not? God, this guy cheats, though, man. I still want to know why I didn't get that special score the last time when I rolled it natural. I think we'll keep that as our first roll. That's not bad. 210. We'll live with 210. Yeah, get wrecked, Tonville. Now we're not even buying him a drink this time. We're going to let that ride and save our rerolls for the last 3 rounds. That wasn't a great roll. He did okay. We still got a little bit of a lead. That's garbage. We'll just re-roll these 3. I got the exact same damn score. Okay, he didn't do so hot. He still beat me by 10 points. Now we need something good. Let's go. That's good. That's very good. We are going to use our re-roll and try to catch another 5 there. Damn it. It's alright. Oh, get wrecked, buddy. He's using his re-roll. That ain't going to help you. He's still in striking distance for sure. Oh, that's such garbage. Look, we got to go with what we got. Try to get another 3 or something. No. Tie. What happens on a tie? Deadlock. Damn it. I couldn't roll another 3. See, they're not that mad about it. They know I gotta get out and blow off steam. I just want to get this guy out of here. How much capital do I have? Because I can make this guy... I can make this guy arrest somebody. Who's this? Is he wounded? This guy's wounded. We need to take our shit back. So we'll do that. We'll try to lock this down here because he's trying to take that back over. Okay. Oh wait, is this in flames? Can I get this guy? I can't get this guy back home because they're blocking it. Yeah, we really need to take this back here. Okay, let's do our intrigue. Success. Hebert and some of his closest colleagues were arrested at noon. The same thing happened to Danton. I just had this horrible thought that I never unpaused it. I was like, oh my god. Okay, but I did. Alright. The same thing happened to Danton, who has long been a thorn in the side of Robespierre. They are accused of a number of crimes, and tomorrow their trial shall begin. The arrests are proving that Henry betrayed us. He reached an agreement with Robespierre and chose the side that benefits him most. Danton and Hebert are your allies, but you will not be able to save them both. You must choose which one to try and save. The other will most probably be tried by another judge and quickly sent to the guillotine. He will feel betrayed. Remember that one can view as betrayal among allies, another will call climbing the social ladder. Something normal. Who do I want to save? Can I look at my book? Here. Danton's up here. Let's see what Hebert is. A politician and journalist, he has dubbed himself the representative of the Sans Colettes and the voice of the people. He wins their hearts with Le Paris des Chaines, a newspaper. Okay, so he's a newspaper man. So I'm going to try Hebert. I'm going to try to save Hebert. Having a newspaper guy on your payroll could be quite good. Come on. Keep going down. Okay. And I think that's it. There we go. Okay, we're going to pick up here next time. We're sort of starting to get near the end of this. I'm not sure how near. I have, logging in today, I had 12 hours played. And people seem to say it's between 15 to 18. I'm playing a little slow because obviously I'm reading everything out loud, doing my whole horrible broadcasting job. So maybe it'll be closer to 18, which means we still have 10, 12 videos of this thing, which is cool. I'm enjoying it. So, if you watched this far, thank you. And we'll see you next time on We, the Revolution.